Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Home Solutions right here on Mix 104.1 and 101.3 The Buzz. Dennis Purvis live and direct for you on this Saturday morning from the Mix 104.1 studios. Hope everyone is having a great start to your weekend. Hope you're having a great morning. You may be driving around town, going to check out some of the deals at the local hardware stores to check some things off your honey-do list. And that's what we're here as your only local home and garden show to give you some tips, give you some folks in the area that can help you out with some of those items and maybe check some of those off for you without you having to lift too much of a finger. Whether you're listening on the radio, maybe you're listening through the Mix 104.1 app available at the App Store and all your the Play Store. So just grab that thing, get that downloaded. You need it. It's got lots of great information. For all of you that are basketball fans, hope you're in the mixed bracket right now. A chance to win from Key of Cleveland. So hope everybody's going well with your brackets and your picks. Basketball all the time this weekend as March Madness begins. And for those of you that are streaming online, or won't forget you folks up out on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in, however you're doing so today. I'm excited. I'm excited because I've got not just a local businessman, but a good friend of mine in studio with me today. You know, last week we talked about that neglected redheaded stepchild of your house, which is your car or your truck, and how you're not taking care of it. But this week we're going to talk about the outside of your house. Maybe your roof has got some funk on it. Maybe your siding has seen an algae storm. But if your house is like mine, if you've got any sort of exterior siding, there's at least one spot of your house you hope nobody looks at. And you think, well, I'll just get out there and get that taken care of. And then years go by. But have I got a solution for you? I've got Brandon here with Renew Exterior Cleaning Services. Brandon Beavers, Cleveland guy. His business is growing all over the metro Chattanooga area. Brandon, thank you for being here with us today, man. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain.
I've known him since he was a kid. Okay, he's still a kid to me, but I'm just so happy, not just to the man he's become, the husband and father he is, but he's a great businessman and he does business the right way. We've been able to partner together for some customers to make them happy, and he's got some unique products, folks, that you may not know about or didn't know even existed. So we're going to hop right in. Brandon, tell a little bit of your story and the Renew story and how you got to be here today.
So the thing that I know how to do in the business, I didn't know existed a couple years ago. I used to hang off of ropes for a living. So
I've seen the pictures.
Wind turbines, stadiums, buildings here locally, all over the country. I was doing a job a couple years ago in Ohio on a hospital, and the guy's like, yeah, we cleaned this hospital. I was like, oh, that's a lot of pressure washing. He's like, we didn't use any pressure. I was like, what do you mean? So he introduced me to this thing called soft washing. It's a low-pressure chemical application, which is the way you're actually supposed to clean things.
Yeah.
But it takes a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of equipment to do it. So
kind of filed that away.
Yeah. So, and then he was talking to me. He's like, hey, you ever thought about opening your own company? I was like, eventually. Not quite sure what for yet, but yeah, I've thought about it. So we just got to chatting and talked with him for the next few months. And then it was like it was meant to be, because everything else happened where I could not travel anymore. I've got a 4-year-old daughter about to turn 5, and she needed us at home. So we couldn't travel very much anymore. So it was like, what are we going to do? So
and just for those of you that don't follow their Facebook group, his wife and him actually transformed. And when I say transformed, I mean completely gutted and transformed a school bus into a home. It was deserving to be on any tiny home show there was, except this one had a diesel engine. But room for him, the kids, the cats, everybody had their spots, and they traveled around because when you're doing sort of the high wire act that you were doing for a long time. You got to go where the work is, right?
Exactly. And the first year me and my wife were together, I was gone 8 months. So I took 6 months off, built the bus, and we traveled and lived in it for about 2 years. And now it's sitting at the house and all set up, and it's on Airbnb, so you can rent it out.
That is fantastic. So if you're looking for a unique local getaway, check that Airbnb out for the school bus, maybe in North Georgia. You may, just to tell you where you may be able to look. And another thing I would say is that during this time, Brandon would send pictures back from time to time. And I told the story last time he was on, but folks, I've never been so scared because, first of all, I am mortified of heights. Any steps over 3 feet, I don't want to be up. And Brandon sends me a picture of him hanging upside down from Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
It's only about 300 feet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. When they were opening the stadium, I guess you guys were painting the...
Yep. They decided to put the stadium up and then paint.
That seems like it'd be a good... Yeah, which was great for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, we can do that. So needless to say, he is definitely in. He's not going to be scared. I don't care what pitch your roof is. He's going to have the knowledge to rope up and be able to make sure that's done, not just effectively, but safely. So you had this in the back of your mind. You start talking to this guy. What crystallized it for you? I know you guys were looking for, a reason not to travel, but what was the real, once you got back here, you're in the area, probably looking, what am I going to do next? How did it all come together? I love these stories, by the way.
Everybody who's on Facebook, I posted on Facebook and said, hey, any business owners or people who want to get together and just let me shadow you. And I had the CEO from a massive gear manufacturing company out of Denver, Colorado for cave gear and climbing gear reach out to me and say, hey, I'd love to do like a podcast or something. And so we spent like the next 6 months having experts in all kinds of different fields, tax, rope access, just managing a business, accounting, all of that. And they all came on. We talked for an hour, hour and a half, and posted them online. And we just kind of took that information and ran with it. I got involved with the Chamber of Commerce in Chattanooga, become a member there, started going to networking events, and I spent about a year meeting people and learning as much as I could before we ever opened our doors. And due to that, since the doors have opened, it's gone very, very well. Yeah,
I could say that, man. And I'm excited to see your success. And listen, for those of you that are listening, you can go to it's Renew Exterior Cleaning Services. They've got a Facebook page. What's the website, and then what's the phone number they can reach out to you?
The website is therenewcrew.com. So therenewcrew.com, and then on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, it's all Renew Exterior Cleaning Services. Or you can go on Google and find us at Renew Exterior Cleaning Services as well.
And the reason I encourage people to do that is because you do a fantastic job with your drones of getting some great before and after footage. So when we talk about what he does here in a little bit and how he does it, just know that you can go online and see, prospectively your neighbor's house that he's done and see the difference. And I think you'll love the way he does business. I think you'll love the way the promise he gives you. And we'll get into that in just a second. So first of all, from a marketing point of view, love the before and after, because, when you got kids, everybody wants to watch the videos that are satisfying. Mm-hmm. If I can tell you how many times I've heard the word, that video was so satisfying in the last couple of years, especially with the pandemic and everybody stuck at home. But I ain't gonna lie, watching some of those houses and roofs come clean, it's pretty satisfying to watch that process happen. So check that out. And before we get into it, Brandon, what's the best phone number for them to get a hold of you?
423-488-1988.
Couldn't be easier, folks. 488-1988. So let's jump in here. We got a few minutes before our break. So I know you guys do a lot of different things. You tell me, where do you want to start? I mean, obviously exteriors. What's the most popular call you get right now?
We are the subject matter experts of this region for soft washing. And most people don't know what that is, but that's the low pressure chemical cleaning. And that's what's recommended from the manufacturer to clean your roof, to clean your house, It's what keeps algae, mold, mildew, moss, and all that from growing on your concrete and on your home. And
I'm assuming, and one thing, just sorry to interrupt, but those things are more than just aesthetic issues. They can become long-term structural and damage issues, correct?
It can take up to a third of the life off of your roof.
Come on.
It can let organisms that are organic live on your house, and they can get inside your home, and that can cause health issues.
I don't like anything you just said. I don't want any of that.
And a nice, clean home also helps keep your home value up.
There you go. So, soft wash. Act like I don't know anything about it, because I don't, other than what you've told me already. So, for our listeners out there, give us a rundown. What's a soft wash? I mean, you think in the name, a lot of it is, obviously not high pressure, but what is the process that actually cleans the roof?
So the process is a low pressure chemical clean with sodium hypochlorite, which is an industrial bleach, mixed with a surfactant, which is an industrial soap that is meant to pair specifically with bleach. Pro tip, don't mix bleach with Dawn. It creates mustard gas. A lot of companies don't know that. There are actually companies out there that I've met at least once a month that are mixing that and making a poisonous gas.
Okay, let's stop right there for just a second. Folks, usually we wait till the second half of the last segment to give you your tip of the week, but we're going to go ahead right now and give you your DIY tip of the week. Brandon, one more time, and tell them what you just said.
Do not mix Dawn with bleach. And basically what you're looking for is do not mix anything that has ammonia in it with bleach, and that's what is in Dawn.
Which creates mustard gas, which was a fun trick we tried in World War I and II. Let's not do that, folks. You don't want your house being, a chemical weapon factory, right? It's not what you're looking for. I'll tell you what, though, it'll make the clean process go much quicker when you pass out.
Exactly.
So there's your tip of the week. So, okay, I believe I asked this question last time because I love the word surfactant. I just want to say it 3 more times today. And tell me if I learned something last time, but it literally helps release what's on the surface. It helps get it up so it can be cleaned off?
Yeah, so we have a couple different types of surfactants. A roof surfactant, it's called roof snot. And what it does is when it mixes with the water and the bleach, it becomes sticky and it sticks to the roof without damaging anything and allows it to come clean. So the bleach is what cleans your roof. But if it doesn't have time to do the work, it's not going to do anything. So when it mixes, it sticks to the roof, and then if it's a shingle roof, you just leave it on there and let it continue to clean, and then the next time it rains, it'll wash all of it off, but you won't even be able to see it because it's clear. But if it's a metal roof, you rinse it all off and you're done. But that is the manufacturer warranty. You can lose your warranty for not having a roof cleaned. You can get dropped from insurance from not having your roof cleaned. And there's a couple more benefits like a lower cost of heating bill in the summertime to keep your house cool, because a darker roof, dirtier roof attracts more sunlight, causes your bill to go up.
Yeah, and I think also, and I got to see this firsthand because, we had a customer who had a metal roof, and really there was a steep part of it that she didn't want any part of getting on because she thought the only way to clean a roof, and to be honest with you, so did I, when you got a metal roof, is get up there and scrub it off, which is what I think her son or son-in-law had got up there to do, but got to the part of the roof where he didn't want a little steep for him. And I had just talked to Brandon about this, and I said, well, I've got a guy you need to talk to. And Brandon comes up and takes care of that and never had to get on the roof, correct?
Never got on the roof. So
and she was thrilled.
We can shoot about 2 stories up without ever getting off of the ground. And we don't ever get on the roof, so there's a lot less liability. You don't worry about people getting up there and falling, especially when you mix water with a roof. It gets a little slippery.
Yeah.
So I prefer to stay on the ground if I can.
And soft washing allows you to do it.
It does.
Real quick, we're getting ready to take a break. One more time, give them that phone number.
Phone number is 423-488-1988.
Folks, give him a call. Get your roof cleaned. We're going to talk about some other things they do. Come back and see us. We're just on the other side of this commercial. We'll be back. Brandon from Renew Exterior Cleaning Services with us today right here. Home Solutions mixed with 104.1 and 101.3 The Buzz. Are you tired of going to YouTube or Google for answers to your home improvement questions? Maybe you have more projects than you have time. No matter where you are in the process, Pro 93 Home Solutions is ready to serve you. Pro 93 is a local, veteran-owned company offering residential and commercial remodeling, cleaning, and security. Contact us today at 458-4135 or online at pro93homesolutions.com. Let the pros at Pro 93 find the solution for your home or business. That's 458-4135. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Home Solutions. Dennis Purvis here, live in the Mix 1041 studio. Remember, as always, folks, this show's brought to you by my company, Pro 93 Home Solutions. Jesse and I are proud to be your local general contractor where we don't just build houses, folks. We love remodeling. If you've got, maybe you want to throw an addition on, you want to build a garage, enclose a garage into living space, kitchen, bath remodels, we would love to help you out. 458-4135 at pro93homesolutions.com. And remember, we also have our clean team. Wendy and her crew are ready to come out to your home or your office. We offer residential like commercial cleaning. Whether it's just a one-time, we do a lot of move-in, move-out cleans. They do a lot of construction cleanup after we get done with your remodeling. We try to give you a nice, fresh look when you get back into your home. But also, if your office needs some light commercial cleaning a couple times a week, maybe after hours on the weekends, please give us a call. We'll get you to Wendy, our clean team manager, 458-4135. So now that I got the shameless plug out of the way, let's get back to exterior home. So if you missed this, Brandon Beavers is with us today from Renew Exterior Cleaning Services. Renew is a company that's just been growing leaps and bounds here in the last few months and last year. I'm excited not just for him as a business owner, but because he's a friend, and watching this thing grow and watching him kind of steer this thing has been exciting to watch. And we talked about soft washing, which is a fantastic way, especially for your roofs. He went through a lot of the benefits there, but that's not all you guys do. Most people, when they think about getting their house washed, they think of pressure washing, which you guys do as well, right?
We do.
Talk about some of the things that you can do, not just the soft wash, but other things you can do around someone's home to help them out with maybe a little spring cleanup. It's getting that time of year.
Yeah, so we do pressure washing as well, and that's mainly for hardscapes, so concrete, rock, brick, stone, stuff like that. But we also offer wood restoration, so a failing, stained deck or fence, we can strip that, restore the wood, and seal it, or stain it and seal it at the same time. Then we offer gutter cleaning, and then we can get gutter guards as well installed. And then we offer residential and commercial window cleaning as well as that. So basically, if it's on the outside of your home, we can clean it.
And I love it because the one thing that Wendy always tells me is she doesn't like to clean outside windows. I'm like, I don't blame you. So we don't offer that service. But now you got somebody who can come do that for you. And a couple things I want to talk about is, number one, vinyl siding. I know most people, including myself, have always used pressure washing for vinyl siding, but if I'm hearing you correctly,
all siding.
The soft wash is the way to go, right?
Yeah, all siding.
Really?
Not just vinyl siding. You should never. About the only thing that you could use anything for with pressure on siding is brick or stone.
I got you.
I spoke about before. And most of the time we don't have to do that. About the only time we have to use pressure on a home, period, is soot from a chimney on a and that's about it. Everything else is organic. Everything is.
And and I learned that this week from one of your videos, because you just posted a video within the last couple of weeks of the side of a house, and I was like, hey, he's not pressure washing that. It was soft. You put it on there and literally you watch this kind of come back and rinsed it off and kind of watch this thing just kind of melt away. And it made me think, I'm like, have I been doing this wrong? And yes is the answer, apparently, for lots of different reasons. Because even with the people that do a great job pressure washing, for vinyl, for instance, a lot of that stuff is, with the J channel, the trim around, the pressure is going to knock some stuff out of line. Seems like every other time I've pressure washed my house, I've got to go get on a ladder and put a piece of siding back up that's getting jarred loose by however many pounds of pressure. So the soft wash just makes sense. And you're saying pretty much, unless it's stone or brick, you need to be soft washing everything.
I even soft wash stone and brick. The only time I ever do any high pressure is if it's on the ground, really. So,
gotcha.
But a couple little tidbits. Everything that's on your house that's dirty, all that algae, mold, mildew, that's all alive. It's all feeding onto your home. So,
Okay.
and when you get it soft washed, it lasts between 4 to 5 times longer than pressure wash. So you might pay a little bit more on the front end, but you won't have to do it nearly as often.
And it's sounds like the start of a horror movie, that everything on the outside of your house is alive and is eating your house. We might be onto something. I feel a screenplay in our future. All right. So, and we've talked before. I've had some of our Danny from Drain Right's been on here before. We've talked with a couple of our experts now on the importance of gutter cleaning. Folks, get somebody to clean your gutters. Even if you think they're all right, if you can see stuff or see plants growing out of them, it's time to get those clean. You don't realize that your gutter is part of your roof system. And if you're not getting water carried away from your roof, it's going to get water always wins. So if you've got somebody that's willing to get up there, do the gutter cleaning, get you taken care of, it's a service that you need to take advantage of. I'm never going to do it because we've already talked about my scared of heights. So I have paid plenty of people to come clean my gutters. When you talk about you do pressure on stuff on the ground, and I know you guys have a few guarantees, but when I think about that, or I think about chemicals, I think about people's landscaping, I think about their plants. Do you guys offer anything, or do you protect those? How do you work with the landscaping around a house?
So the solution to pollution is always dilution.
Oh, I love it.
We do. We have a plant protection guarantee, and we're confident that we're not going to harm any of your plants or your grass or your bushes.
Wow.
And so we've studied on all of that. If we do damage anything, we'll come out and we'll replace it for free. You'll have us out there gardening and planting and tilling. It doesn't matter.
But you ain't in that business.
But we're not in that business.
You're pretty sure that's not going to happen, right?
So we understand the different kinds of bushes, like Nandina evergreens. They have to be tarped and they have to be flooded because they're very sensitive to pH imbalances.
Yeah.
So we understand the science behind it. There's books on it. And so we've studied up on that, and we're not going to damage your plants.
Folks, are you hearing this? When was the last time you had a pressure washer, an exterior washer, anybody come to your house and have this kind of knowledge? And this is why I'm telling you, Brandon and his team, they're not a bunch of guys going around pressure washing, soft washing houses. They're professionals at what they do. Brandon has done, if you heard his story in the first half of the show, he spent a year before he opened his doors learning everything he could, not just about business, but about what he's doing right now, and that's why he can offer these guarantees. And you also have a pretty cool satisfaction guarantee too, don't you?
Yeah. So you don't pay anything unless you're satisfied. So we're going to do the work. You're going to check it. And if you're happy, then we'll ask for payment. But otherwise, we're not going to stop until you're happy, because the only way we get more business is if you're happy and you refer us.
Folks, so there is no strings attached and there is nothing to lose. Give Renew Exterior Cleaning Services a call. Tell them right now, how can they find you guys on the web, and what's the best phone number to call?
TheRenewCrew.com online, and on Google, it's Renew Exterior Cleaning Services. All our reviews, all our photos. And you can find us on Facebook at Renew Exterior Cleaning Services. Get a couple more cool videos on there. And then our phone number is 488-1988.
Listen, your goal needs to be the subject of his next video. That needs to be, if you're out there and you know my house, for me, it's not the front of my house. And I don't, because I live in a cul-de-sac, I don't notice it till I make a turnaround to either check the mail or, back in a trailer.
The shady part of your
house. The
house.
shady part of my house, right? I need you to come. I've got to get you to come to my house. I'm the person, if nothing else, I'm a customer today, because the shady part of my house looks like, Kermit the Frog's going to come out at any time and talk about it's not easy being green. And it's not pretty. And now that I know it's alive, I'm even more scared. So, if you've got a house like that, you've got a side of your house like that, you need to be giving them a call and giving them a shot. Nothing to lose, satisfaction guaranteed. If you're worried about your garden, your landscaping, plant protection guarantee. And then as far as a business, you guys, looking at your website, you guys are licensed, bonded, insured. As far as the risk, and you got tons of reviews now online for people to look at. Just tell me, how cool is it? What are you, about a year and a half in?
Less than a year.
less than a year in, to see how this thing is built and see what people are saying. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
We're about 2 years into the process, but
Yeah.
we're less than a year into the services.
Yeah.
So,
And watching those reviews come in, there's nothing better, is there?
no, it's great. So,
Well, and as an owner, you know, and especially as you're growing and you're like, I know you're doing estimates all the time. You can't always be on every job at all the time.
Mm-mm.
So when you've got good folks and a good team, and you know that review got done, and it honestly had very little to do with you other than the estimate and going at the end and make sure everybody's happy, right?
but it has all to do with the training.
Yes. And you can see the absolute fruit of that when you get those reviews from customers.
We do. And then all of our guys, we care about who we hire and who we invite over to your home.
Oh, yeah.
So all of our guys are background checked. And we look at criminal, we look at driving records, we look at all kinds of things. And we're not going to let anybody near your house that we wouldn't trust at our own home.
There you go.
Because these guys come to my house, they do training. I've got my wife and kids there. I only let the best people around.
Yeah.
So
And you're going to treat their house just like that.
exactly.
But people
probably better than my house.
People respond. I can tell you that's the same there. I get that comment a lot. You're a contractor, but you can't fix this. And I'm like, I'll get to it Saturday. Here I am doing a radio show. Hey, listen, watching how you do business, people watch that, customers see that. And you and I both know that a referral, a word of mouth referral, that third party validation is the most powerful part of advertising and marketing. And a lot of times it's something we can't control. We can't buy, but if we do our job and we make customers happy and make them the center of that whole ordeal. I don't even like using the word transaction. I don't want anybody to ever feel like a transaction. I know you feel the same way. It's about, you know, when I go do a job, it's about the next job, because those people, if I leave them happy, they're going to tell everybody next time they have somebody over and they see how nice your house, did you have your house painted? No, we just had it soft washed. Right. Mm-hmm. That's how much of your business, and even in these short time, has come just off word of mouth?
A lot more than I expected for how short of a time we've been in here. So we're staying pretty busy, and a lot of our calls are referrals.
That's awesome.
And multiple referrals. But we do. So if we do a good job and we're wise in business and we're good to people, then we're going to succeed. And when we succeed, we like to give back.
Yeah.
So the last thing that we offer is we have a portion of all of our sales that goes to fight human trafficking. And so a portion of all of our sales goes to a company called Street Grace. They're a nonprofit based out of Tennessee, Georgia, I believe, Florida, and California.
Which is the hub of human trafficking in the United States.
Hubs. So
Yeah.
Chattanooga is the hub between Nashville, Atlanta, and Knoxville. So a portion of all of our sales goes there as well. And it's something that we believe in and want to give back to.
And I think that's it tells a lot about the heart of your company, the heart of who you are. And I know we got about a minute left. I know we haven't got through everything. Anything you want to add that you got, any service you can add that you guys offer that somebody could call about today?
So it's spring cleaning time, guys. If you want to come out or have us come out and do an estimate, all estimates are free. And then for another 2 or 3 weeks, we're offering 15% off. And if you call and mention this radio show as where you heard from us, we'll honor that 15% off as well. But
you're hearing that call. What number are they calling?
488-1988.
You call, tell them that you heard Brandon on the radio today, and that's going to get him to come out, give you an estimate, and then he's going to give you a 15% off. Is that what I'm hearing?
Correct.
Any service.
Any service.
Folks, you have no reason. You got a satisfaction guarantee. You got a plant guarantee, plant protection guarantee. You're a safe company in the sense that everybody's background checked and looked at. You got a heart as a company because you're giving back to a fantastic nonprofit cause of everything you make. And on top of it, you're giving them 15% off if they just say they heard you here.
That's correct.
Ladies and gentlemen, you got no reason not to call therenewcrew.com or give them a call, 488-1988. Brandon, always a pleasure having you, man. I know it's going to be a busy, and I'm probably not going to see you much for the next few months because of springtime, but let's get you a couple more months. Let's get you back over here. We'll talk about how people can get ready for the fall, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks for being here, brother. Folks, Hope everybody is having a great week. Listen, go out there, love on your family, love your neighbor. Remember, we're all in this together. And our prayers to everyone involved in Ukraine, Russia right now, God. We just pray for everybody. Pray for our enemies. Pray for our allies. And God, just protect everybody that's over there. We ask all these things in Jesus' name. We'll see you guys next week. You've been listening to Home Solutions right here on Mix 104.1 and 101.3 The Buzz.